Oxygen Blast technical seminars are an Intertech production. For instructor-led .NET, Java, and XML courses, visit us at www.intertech.com.
Okay, on the left-hand side, what we see over here is at the very top level is my test plan, and then underneath it, what we have is something called suites. Suites can either be static or dynamic. What I mean by static is we can create a new suite, and really I just think of this sort of as a Windows folder. This is just a grouping mechanism. Maybe I want to have a special beta 1, priority 1 test cases. Now I can come over here and I can either add existing test cases, again using the querying capabilities, or I can click on this new and create new test cases. Or what I can do is create, well, you can nest these suites to any level you want. But what I wanted to go over was creating a query-based suite. Let's say that I want to create a test suite where I'm managing all of my priority 1 tests. So I can go in and create a query. To look for all test cases where priority is equal to 1. And actually, I'm not even sure I have any. Okay, I only have the one, the exploratory test I just created. Click on Create Suite. And then what I have here in my priority 1, this is going to be, this is actually going to be a live query that gets executed. So as other testers are adding test cases to TFS and things get priority 1s, this is going to actually update. I'm going to see a more dynamic list of test cases showing up here. Okay, so let's I'm going to delete this. Okay, so I think you get the concept of creating suites. It's just like creating Windows folders in Windows Explorer. And now what we want to do typically would be to let me say that a little differently. Typically, you might want to organize your suites by user story or by requirements. So I've got a number of suites already set up, and you can see they're in the form of a user story, but let's walk through the process of creating one of those. So I want to add a requirement, and I run the query here, and what it's doing is giving me a list of all the requirements in TFS given the team project that I'm working on. So if I want to test as a customer, I should be able to log on to the site user story. I might add that requirement to the plan. Actually, it looks like I've got 2 named almost identically. And then I can come over here, and if I've been working ahead, I can query my existing test cases and add those to the suite. Or I can just create test cases of my own right from the right-hand side here. Looks like I got another question. The question was, is there I guess, an automated way to move from the manual tests in 2008 to the 2010? The answer is not that I'm aware of. No, I think the bottom line with the 2008 that those manual tests they could be Word documents or text documents and that sort of thing, and I just don't see a way that they would be automatically migrated over into test cases in 2010. I don't know if that's available just yet. I know that right now you can get free trial versions of the Ultimate Edition, and what I could do is locate where that is on MSDN and maybe send it out as a part of the email along with the information on where to get the slides.
Next question. Will shared steps ever be allowed to reference other shared steps?
Will shared steps ever be allowed to reference other shared steps? If I haven't, we'll take a peek. I'm virtually certain. I have no reason to believe they wouldn't be able to, so I'm pretty sure the answer is going to be yes, but we can actually give that a try. Okay, I'm going to run through doing a more realistic test case right now, and then we're going to go through sort of the process of identifying the weakness in the test case design and doing some refactoring to see how we can improve on things, make it a little more robust. So, and you'll forgive me, I'm not the fastest typist in the world, but let's create a test case called test the registration process. I'm just going to prefix everything I do with a AAA so we can find them easily as we're looking around for the test cases and that sort of thing. Okay, so I'm going to create a test case called test the registration process, and I'm going to go down here and I'm going to add about a dozen steps. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is launch the application. And when I'll talk about the expected results in a moment. Launch the app. Let's put a little better detail in that. Launch Internet Explorer. Navigate to the site under test. Before I go too far, it's probably worthwhile to show you guys what I'm going to be testing today. This is a website called iBuySpy, and it is a website that Microsoft actually put together with code for demonstration purposes and that sort of thing. So I'm just going to give you a super quick tour of the application. Actually, I've got the link right here. Okay, so it's a mythical e-commerce site where a user can come in, create accounts, log in, and shop for various items, add them to the cart, change quantities, do some more adding to the cart, read descriptions of various. Hang on a second, Ryan. Are you still seeing everything okay?
Yeah.
Okay, read descriptions of these mythical things that I can buy. There's a login process and a registration process and that sort of thing. So given that, I'm kind of describing this registration process. So again, quick recap. I need to launch Internet Explorer, navigate to the site under test. I'll be clicking on the sign-on link. I'm going to enter username, misspelled, that's okay. Enter password. I'm actually going to change my title here. The registration process is only a few clicks, so I think it's better if we just look at sort of a cursory little test of the application. So we assume I've got a valid username, password, click sign in now, then let's click on the travel link on the left, and I did this in the quick run through. We'll add the escape cord to the cart. We'll click the final checkout button. Click submit. And then we'll close the app. And then, so basically all of these actions that I've mentioned are do things, and I've put nothing in an expected result. So maybe what we want to do is when we click submit, we want to see, let's just say we want to validate the price. And off the top of my head, I'm not sure what the price is. I think it's $13.99. Okay, so now I've got a number of steps that need to be performed, and I've done no amount of the parameterization that we see up here. I've done no inserting of shared steps or anything like that. But I'm going to go ahead and let's just go ahead and execute this. So I'm going to pop over into the test tab here. Go into the suite that I just created, and what you'll notice here is that I've got my cursory test, and what we're going to find out is this is actually an indicator, and if I have a handful of tests at different states, this indicator, it's a visual indication of approximately where my test suite is in the testing process. So in this case, I've got a total of 4 tests. One of them is active, hasn't been run, and 3 of them are passed.
For more free learning resources and to see the latest lineup of our instructor-led .NET, Java, and XML courses, visit us at www.intertech.com.